Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sly here with Flo. And Flo, Mark Sanchez, your boy, had quite a few things to say about Brock Purdy. Let's check this out, and then we'll talk about it.
We got clips. We got video of Brock Purdy. Take it away.
So this is great. I think just to preface, first and 10, always an important down. You want to get positive yards, and both of these plays are on first and 10. The first one, the game's in the balance in both plays, but they're down 10-7. And they're running one of the most basic, old school, West Coast, Joe Montana, Bill Walsh plays with a little different flavor on it because they do it out of empty. So go ahead and roll the clip. They're going to motion out Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield, but essentially there's going to be, you know what a 5, when you're rolling dice and you roll a 5,
Yep.
There's going to be guys in those 5 spots, 1 in the middle, 2 up high, 2 down low. Well, your read starts over the ball and you go towards the squeeze. So Kittle's number 1, this backer squeezes to the right. Now your eyes go to the right. Well, Brock has to move a little bit, and I don't like what Ayuk does at the top. He confuses a quarterback a little bit, and Brock ends up having to move because there's a D lineman right in his throwing lane, and just a bad ball. He throws it too far inside. Ayuk tries to reach for the ball. I don't like Ayuk at the top, so both guys are wrong. Brock Purdy with a bad throw, and they happen. This is okay. You know what? First and 10, oh, shoot. Bad ball, bad route, boom. Let's get it fixed. No worries. This guy's also had 7 straight games completing 70% of his passes. So the kid's on fire, right? He's like casino dealer in Vegas, just dealing.
Right.
Well, next time he gets a first and 10, roll this next clip. He's going to have to get out of the pocket. This is your worst nightmare. When you drop back, you'd prefer to look over the nameplate of your offensive lineman. You don't want to look face to face with your offensive lineman. And sometimes this happens. But look at my man. We remember Joe Montana, Joe Cool. Look at this guy. You see the stripe of the helmet. Downfield, where am I going? First and 10, let's be smart. It's one-on-one. The defender's not looking at me. Julian Love got him with the pick last time. This shows me that this guy has amnesia when he plays. He can forget the last play, which is awesome. So I'm just going to lob this ball up, give my guy a chance. If not, it's second and 10, and we'll get back on track. But this is the kind of stuff that I love seeing from him. He makes a mistake, a crucial mistake in a tight ball game against a divisional rival, and he comes right back. Same situation. Boom, has to escape the pocket, has enough athleticism, enough arm strength. He's playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
And they had, that rough stretch. They lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
They're missing their tackle, Trent Williams. They're missing Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel had a big one, blew right by Jamal Adams in coverage. It was such a good game from Brock Purdy to just stay sharp. And it's just like his personality. You know what I mean? You see him in the press conferences. Nothing affects this guy, man. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't worry about anything, and he can come back from crucial mistakes, which I really love watching.
All right, man. It seems like he's finally catching on. It seemed like I made a video, was it like when we had him be our commentator for the Arizona game? I was like, man, this guy's kind of biased. He's kind of a hater. He must have seen that video because I swear the whole commentary, he was always talking nice about the Niners. I was like, what's up with Sanchez, man? He's always rooting for the Raiders against us, the Rams. But it seemed like he was like on us. I was like, oh, man, he's watching. But seeing this about Sanchez, talking about he makes a mistake, he comes back, and he has no fear at all, man. Just forgot about the last play, out there doing his thing, doesn't care if he threw that interception, still going down the field. What do you think, man?
So I got to give Mark Sanchez credit because he's actually watching these games because he pointed out 2 things that most analysts don't even usually look at. The first one is the adjustments that Brock Purdy does on the fly. Obviously, even that first play, he made the adjustment to even put the ball in a spot that could end up in positive yards. Obviously, it bounced off Ayuk's hand, ended up becoming a pick. But that's still a good play from something that should have been negative from the get-go. And the second is that amnesia comment that he made. That is where the really good athletes in any sport, all those guys have that amnesia effect where they don't care what happened on the last play. They're going to make the next play their best play possible. And that's a really special thing about Brock Purdy is he doesn't care about that. You said in the last video how the whole offseason, he intentionally did that kind of stuff. He was trying to make himself better every single time he would push the bar and try to be a little bit better. He was okay with having those mistakes here and there because he knew it was going to make him kind of collapse and shrink on himself. That's what's been our problem in the past year with quarterbacks. Jimmy G, he started off on fire, but once he started having those mistakes, you just saw that downhill and you knew it was coming eventually. This guy, when he makes a mistake, he's like, okay, I'm gonna bounce back, I'm gonna be even better. Same thing even with Kaepernick. He started off on fire too, but once he started kind of having his issues, he collapsed. So those two things that Mark Sanchez was able to recognize, that just proves that he's actually watching the film, unlike these other guys who are just like, oh, he's just a system quarterback, because he sees these little things that make a special QB. What do you think, man?
Yeah, to me, he reminds me of a smarter version of Brett Favre. Because Brett Favre did have that mentality too. He was just a gunslinger. He would like throwing the ball, interception, screw him, I don't care, I'm going to throw the ball again. Another interception. But with Brock Purdy, he's smart, you know. Even that interception that happened after the game, you know, we heard Kyle and even Ayuk say, oh, that was actually my fault, you know, that I didn't run the right route. And they were talking about that in the sideline. But Brock didn't give a damn, man. Even I think another play, it was to Ayuk too, and almost the same thing. He throws it right to him, so he definitely does have amnesia, man, which is great, man. And I just think this guy right here, what he does, just not even worrying about what people say about him. It's everything, you know, whether it's the next player or whatever, or what people say, he just goes out and he does his thing. He's laser focused. I talked about this before in the other video. When you saw him warming up before the game against Seattle, you saw the GOAT, Jerry Rice, come up to him and like, he's like, hey, what's up? And what is Brock Purdy? He looks at him, he shakes his hand, and it's back to business. He's throwing, like, it was nothing rude or anything, but he was so focused, so lasered in, that's all he was thinking about. You know, I'm gonna shake the GOAT's hand, I'm not gonna have a long conversation, smile at him, but then boom, there he's like the Terminator, boom, back to business. And I was just like, wow, man, like this guy is so zoned in, it's not even funny. And even that play, I thought probably his worst pass was actually against the Deebo Samuel. It was like a 3rd and 8, and he missed them. I think both of them were running the wrong route. But the next drive, I think that we got a touchdown. So the guy right now, he's playing at such a high level. He's like balling, like Mark Sanchez says. He's like a casino. He's like the casino man. He's dealing right now. Everything he's doing, over 70% completion rating. And it's absolutely amazing that what he's doing, and just the fact that he doesn't care what people say, man. Even if Kyle Shanahan says something, he's probably like, okay, yeah. But he knows exactly what to do. He knows exactly where to place the ball. And I don't know, man. He's playing honestly like a machine. You heard that guy from Good Morning Football, whatever his name was, Branch or whatever, saying this guy is a machine. I'm starting to think it, man. He might be a machine because this guy is on another level.
Yeah, man, I do like that Brett Favre comparison as far as going out there and kind of just take his chance. But he also reminds me a little bit of Drew Brees as far as the decision making.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like a mixture of those two guys, because Brett Favre, you know, he can make a lot of throws. Sometimes he would do the stupidest things and cost his team.
Yeah, interceptions.
Yeah, and that's what hurt him. That's why he only ended up winning one Super Bowl. But Brock Purdy does similar stuff, but kind of with more of a Drew Brees kind of mentality. He's more like calculated on his stuff. So I think Brock Purdy, man, this guy, he's going to be special, man, just because how quickly he's able to figure things out. Still only, what,
23 years
23 years old. So,
only like
and this
24 starts.
24 starts.
Yeah.
So this guy's still barely even at the beginning stage of his career. He's not even scratching what he could be. So down the road, more experience. He's going to be amazing, man.
Yeah, this is his first year back from injury, you know, and even before that, he started, what, like 9 games, something like that. So this right here is not even close to what we're going to get in the next, I think, probably 4 or 5 years when he starts entering his prime as far as body goes. So absolutely love him, man. I think this guy has a chance at becoming a star, a superstar. And I heard earlier today, I was listening to 95.7 The Game, and the guy who I respect the most, probably more than anyone out there, Brian Baldinger, he straight up said, he's like, dude, I'll be honest with you, this guy's a superstar. Like, I don't care what all these people are saying, hating. We heard that what happened with Cam Newton situation. Brian Baldinger, he's a guy that watches like film. Like, he goes in deep. He just doesn't talk. He's out there watching film, and he straight up said, hey, man, this guy right here is a superstar. And if you guys don't know that by now, I don't know what to tell you. So after hearing that from the Baldinger, I believe it, man. I truly believe that this guy right here, just the way he just next play, I don't even care. And I don't even care if I got a touchdown the last drive. I want to get a touchdown on this next upcoming drive. That's all that matters. He just talks he's just so smart. When they asked him and Deebo, oh, how do you feel about like playoffs? He's like, no, I don't give a care about that. I'm focused on Arizona right now. That's who I'm focused on. So such a high IQ, you know, all the stuff with the backwards hat. Colin Cowherd, he was talking to Colin Cowherd. It's all baloney, man. This guy's so dialed in right now. It's not even funny. We have not had a quarterback since then. I mean, we've had other quarterbacks in the past when they would interview like C.J. Beathard. He was like kind of hesitant. Even Kaepernick, he kind of had that attitude. And list goes on and on. Jimmy out there, Rodale Drive with porn stars. This guy is completely a different cat, man. It's so laser, and I'm pumped up, man. We're in for a treat, man. We're entering the golden year of the 49ers, a new golden era, and get your popcorn ready, man.
All right, well, you guys let us know in the comments what you guys think about what Mark Sanchez said. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. See y'all next time.
Peace.